Hi, I'm Angela Poach. I'm a registered professional counselor and certified life coach. And today I want to talk a little bit about prayer as a psychology tool. Now, there's no way I could do this justice in a short video. And so there'll be more videos to come. And so if I miss any points, I totally get it. Write them down below. If there's some other way that you've used prayer as a way to deal with your mental health and wellness. So I'd love to hear it. Please put it in the comments and maybe I'll do another video on your comments. That'd be great. So the one that I was thinking of today was prayer can allow you to have that sense of awareness that something is going on, because it's kind of the starting place. If we don't just pause to reflect and really acknowledge that I'm feeling really bad and miserable and off or angry or anxious or any of these feelings, we don't stop and acknowledge it, it's pretty hard to deal with it. And with anxiety especially, it can actually keep building and get worse and worse and worse the more we try to avoid it. Same with anger and bitterness and resentment. We're told to forgive, not just ignore it. There's a reason for that. There's a process involved. Won't get into that. But, when it gets crammed down, like especially anger, it can lead to anxiety actually, because your brain has to deal with this stuff. You can't pretend it doesn't happen. So prayer is a great opportunity to have this awareness, like what's going on. We call it Christian meditation, but it's not like where you just like sit there and moan about how stupid you are, how bad you are, I shouldn't feel this way, and I'm so sorry, Lord. And no, we want to use it in a way that's healthy, because God already knows what you're thinking and feeling. You don't have to feel judged or bad. He already knows. He's up there. He's got it figured out. So it's important for you just to like stop and go, yeah, Lord, I'm just really sensing that I'm off today. And I think it's because, Julie didn't do her schoolwork, and now I'm going to have to deal with her late marks and with her teacher, and that's kind of causing me some stress. And I'm thinking I feel bad because I didn't really work with her yesterday, and I'm actually feeling some guilt too. And and I just, Lord, I just need your support and help right now to get through this moment, and even your wisdom. So there I express my feelings. Plus I combine, claiming some of God's promises. He talks about in James, he's going to provide wisdom, and using that, just like drawing on those beautiful promises in the Bible to just sort of bolster me up, not to criticize myself and say, well, I should have asked for wisdom yesterday. But yeah, well, you know what? It'd be nice if we were perfect. Wouldn't that be, the perfect world if we were all perfect? We're not yet. So we're human. We make mistakes. And just taking that time to do some self-reflection is a great way to use prayer as a psychology tool, because you need to stop, reflect what's going on for me. And then, of course, I mentioned the second way you can use prayer, and that's like a debriefing tool, like getting it off your chest. Lord, I don't know what to do with all these emotions. I'm feeling kind of like, how do I deal with this? Guilt and all that stuff. And you use that as a release mechanism as well, like a little bit of self-acceptance, which is a really powerful tool. It goes a long way, and you're doing that in prayer. And then number 3 was claiming promises, which I kind of mentioned about, give me wisdom. And that's the third way you can use prayer as a psychology tool, where you're actively taking promises that are general and making them specific to you. How does this apply to me specifically? And how can I rest in that? How can I use my faith, literally, your faith, and your faith as in your faith in God, or your faith in your higher power, if you're not a Christian watching. And how do I use that, to really connect? So that's the 3 ways. They're just real short. It's a pretty short video. There's so much more to prayer. I mean, please don't get me wrong. It's so much deeper than all of this. But I just thought that would be, some tips on how to use prayer as a psychology tool. So as always, please be kind. I want to hear your comments below. Hit subscribe. Please share these videos. Would like to be able to make more of them, and there's no point making more if nobody's watching them, or if they're not important, or if they don't really work for you. So I want to hear about that too. Go ahead and email me if you are like, well, these topics are kind of lame. I'd like to hear about this. I want to hear. I want to know what kind of topics do you want to hear about. So please be kind in the comments below, because after all, we're all real people. I'm a real person. Everyone else reading the comments is a real person, and we all have real feelings with real problems because we're human. Thanks for watching.